What's going on, guys? Today's topic is going to be about setting up your TradingView charts. I know a lot of you guys already know how to do this or know how to work the TradingView app already, but for those of you that are new, that's never traded before, this video is for you guys. So right here on the right, you're gonna have what you call your watch list. This is pretty much the stocks that you want to put to the side that you want to watch for the day, for the week, your favorite stocks to watch. And at any point in this video, if you guys want to pause, feel free. I know I might move a little quick, but yeah, just pause the video if you guys want to catch up on some things. Alright, so to open up your settings, you'll just want to double click on your cursor or right click on your mouse. You'll see the settings window open up. So we're going to go over the candlestick first real quick. So the body, for example, I use green for my bullish candles and I use red for my bearish candles. If you don't know too much about candles yet, don't worry. If you have one of us as your mentors, either Dior, Chris, or Chino, hit one of us up and I will go over candles with you guys. But for example, I use green for my bullish candles. For my longs, bearish candles, I use red. Kind of just, easy to remember. Green means good, red means bad, green means buy, red means sell. And same thing for your wicks. You could adjust it to however you want it to look. But if you want to copy my settings, feel free to pause the video. Status lines, I don't really mess with this too much, but if you want to go ahead and pause the video again and copy my settings down right here, the logo kind of just shows you the logo for the stock you're watching or the crypto you're watching on the top left right there. This is Dogecoin, for example. And right here we have scales and lines. Pause the video if you feel the need to. And your canvas right here, again, pause the video if you need to go ahead and copy my chart. Sometimes I'll get bored, I'll change my background to black. Sometimes I'll get bored of black and I'll switch it back to white. I like to keep it clean and simple though. And in your text, you could always adjust your font. If you have a harder time seeing, you could do all this on your TradingView on your phone too if you don't have a laptop or a desktop. So and right here you'll see something called session breaks. It's pretty much telling you where the market closes and where the market opens. For crypto, the market never closes, but for stocks, you'll see these session breaks right here. It's pretty much telling you when the market opens. So for Central Time, it's 8:30, and then when the market closes, which is Central Time, I believe 3 p.m. So it's good to have session breaks on it, but I'll show you guys something I use too. So right here, you'll see the blue lines and the yellow lines on my chart. You guys probably see this on the watch list, but this is pretty much your aftermarket price action and your pre-market price action. So to get this on your screen, you just want to go to settings again, go to symbol, and you shall see session. Click on your sessions and put extended trading sessions. So this will show you your pre-market price action and your aftermarket price action. So the reason why I like to use these pre-market and aftermarket sessions is because on the chart you'll see these huge gaps sometimes in between price actions, between candlesticks, and you're probably like, what's going on? Why is there such a huge jump? Why is there such a huge drop? And that's because of these price or these pre-market and aftermarket price action that's going on that you don't see unless you put your extended trading sessions on in your settings. Now you'll start to understand what's going on in between these gaps, and sometimes you might even get some insight during pre-market, and that's pretty much what we like to go based off of sometimes during the pre-market watch list. So this thing right here on top that I'm scrolling and I'm moving around is my favorite toolbox. This is all the tools I like to use on a daily basis. We'll start with the long position. So I'm going to go over this and exactly what this does. The green pretty much indicates that you're in profit. The red means that you're in a drawdown. So if the candles are above the green, or if they're trading in the green, that means you're in profit. Vice versa, if it's trading in the red, that means you are in a drawdown and you're losing some money. Now vice versa, for the short position, for people that like to go into puts, or if they like to short some stocks, you can use the short position, right? So again, green means you're in the profit. If candles are trading in the green, you're in profit. If it's trading in the red tint, that means you are in a drawdown. That means you are losing some money. All right, so don't get this confused with you entering in on a trade either. This isn't indicating you that you're entering in on a trade. You're not buying anything. This is kind of just for a visual to see where your trade is going or where your trade has gone. So on to the next tool, we got the squared tool. This is probably one of my favorite and one of the main tools I like to use. I can use this for multiple reasons. One being to draw up my area of market structure. So one way you can figure out your market structure is from your basic resistance and support levels. So the top being our resistance level, which means this is where prices have been rejecting the most, and vice versa. For our support level, this is where prices have been holding up the most. So your market structure is pretty much just price action going up and down, not really going anywhere. So you can kind of assume where the market has been playing around in terms of the prices for the stock. So from here, once you find your market structure, you're pretty much looking for a breakout above your market structure or a break below your market structure. Another way I like to use this tool is pretty much the same way. I just draw up a support level for my chart, which right here you can see I'm drawing up a support level, and then you could also draw your resistance level. So again, support is where prices are holding up the most. You can see candles touching and testing that support level multiple times. That's how you know it's a legitimate support level. And again, for your resistance level, you'll see candles testing that resistance level and rejecting multiple times to consider it a legitimate resistance level. Let's go over another quick example on this market structure for this squared tool. So right here, you'll start at the top where you can see your resistance level, or you can start at the bottom where you can see your support level. Get your market structure, make sure the support and resistance levels are legitimate. The way to do that, of course, like I said, you want to see candles testing that support and testing that resistance multiple times. You'll want to look for a break above or below your market structure to start looking for entries for a trade. So the next tool is pretty much everyone's favorite tool. It's the trend line. You can pretty much do a lot of things with this, but the main thing is you can find an uptrend or you can find a downtrend. Pretty, self-explanatory. You can see if prices are trending up, or you can see if prices are trending down. I believe I already have a video on YouTube that explains how to use trend lines as your support and resistance, so make sure to go check that out. But in order for it to be a proper and a valid trend line, you must have, again, multiple candlesticks and candle wicks testing that trend line, whether it's on the down channel or if it's on the upper channel. All right, so a quick little quiz right here. Who can tell me what kind of pattern this is? Drop it down in the comments below. What kind of pattern this is, and do you think it'll go up or do you think it'll go down? All right, so the next tool is nothing crazy. It's called the text box tool. I hardly ever use this now. I only use it for the watch list. But let's say you're forgetful and you've seen something in the stocks, or you've seen something in the chart that you want to remember and you just want to mark it down for later on. Just open up the text box tool and type down what you've seen so you can save it for your future reference. All right, next up we got the line tool. It's pretty straightforward. I use this for my support and my resistance levels. Pretty much works the same way as the square tool. It's just instead of it being a square, it's just a line, so it's a little bit more precise. It'll tell you the exact price level that you drew the line up to on the right of the chart, so you can see the numbers, or you can see the price that your support level is at or your resistance level is at, right? Next up, we got this arrow tool. Again, this is something I don't really use too much anymore, but it's pretty much just you pointing at areas of, let's say, support levels or candlesticks, specific candlesticks that you're looking at and you want to remember it later on too. For me, I mainly use this for the watch list when I'm trying to point at something that I want students to see. You may use it for a different purpose, but this is what I used it for. It's just me pointing at specific candles, specific candle wicks, maybe a pattern that I want you guys to see. It's kind of just for you guys, to visualize exactly what I'm looking at a more clear level. And then we got this circle tool or this oval tool. I've been using this throughout the entire video. It's just me showing you guys the prices or the candles or the levels that I want you guys to see. It's more of a visual tool more than anything. I use this to show students where my target profits are too when entering in on the trade. And then here we got another line tool. The only difference for this one is that the line extends all the way to the left or all the way to past price action. So if you scroll all the way to the beginning of time for the stock, this line will literally extend all the way down there. So that's the only difference between this line and the first line I showed you guys earlier. And now for the fun part, my favorite tool of all time. I already have a video on this up on my YouTube channel, but if you guys want to go check that out, again, feel free after this video. But this is called the Fibonacci tool. So we use this for retracements, we use this for retests. So like again, if you draw your market structure up on the chart, you see a break either above or below this market structure, that's when you want to use this Fibonacci tool to see if you can catch a retest or a retracement. And for those of you that haven't seen the video, I highly recommend to go check it out. I'm not going to go over it in this video, but here's a quick example of me using the Fibonacci after a market structure breakout. We set our swing lows and our swing highs. We find this retracement in our famous Fibonacci golden zone level from the 0.5 to the 0.618 level. The golden zone in the Fibonacci will pretty much be 90% of your entries at the 0.5 or the 0.618 price level. Your target profit should always be your swing high or the letter or the number 0 on your Fibonacci tool. So now you guys are going to see me combine the long position tool just to kind of show you guys some visualization on how it works. You want to set your stop loss below the 764 level, and then you want to set your take profit level. All right, next we got this little drawing tool. Honestly, I don't know why I have it in my toolbox. I used to use it a lot when I first started trading, when I'd get bored, and when I get bored of the price action, and I just kind of mess around just to keep myself entertained. But honestly, I never use this anymore. But hey, if you guys want to have some fun, you guys want to, do some stuff while you're watching some boring price action going on, just what this is for. Right here we got the another kind of like a text box. You can use it the same way you use the other text box. Nothing crazy. And last but not least, we got this arrow or this pattern tool. Pretty much I use this just to show my students where I think prices are going to go next, just to give them a little visualization. Again, nothing too crazy. So in this section of the video, I'm going to show you guys exactly which indicators I use. Just a heads up, don't ever base your trades solely off indicators. It's never going to work. You're probably going to lose a lot of money doing that. But the indicators I use is mostly just the moving averages. So go to your indicators, search up moving average. You'll see right here, it's the simple moving average. I use 3 of them. So you want to go and add 3 moving averages to your chart. I'm not sure if you can use 2 or 3 for the free version of TradingView, but I use 3. And then you're going to want to go to your settings for these moving averages. The first one you're going to want to keep at 9 for the length. The second one you want to change to 50 for the length. And you also want to change your colors just so you can differentiate the moving averages. And for the last one, for the third one, I use the 200 moving average. So if you haven't already checked out the moving average video that we have posted on the YouTube channel, make sure you guys go do that to get a better understanding of it. But pretty much what we use it for is for a level of support or a level of resistance. Also, another indicator for this is that if prices or if candles are trading below, let's say the 200 moving average, that means it's a bearish market. Vice versa, if candles are moving above, or if they're trading above this moving average, that means we're in a bullish market. So you see right here, candles pretty much crossed over on the upper level of this moving averages, and you can see prices kind of just shooting up, and then vice versa. It's not, again, like I said, 100% accurate. That's why you never want to base your trades off indicators alone. You want to make sure you have your price action on point. You want to make sure your risk management plays a part too, because again, this is a long game. This is not a get rich quick scheme. You want to make sure that your foundation is set and solid. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, this is just for my beginner traders out there that's never used TradingView or that's never even heard of TradingView. And for my students out there that kind of wants to know how I set up my charts, what I have on my charts, which indicators I use, and which tools I use. I hope this helped you guys out a bit, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to show your support so I can continue to make these videos for you guys. Until next time.